For people who engineer prompts, this was like finding the Rosetta Stone. So with this leaked source code as our guide, we can finally do some real investigation. We can take those viral lists of secret codes and test them against the actual inner workings of the model to see what's legit and what's just noise. And the results? They're pretty fascinating, as you can see in this breakdown. In the real effect column, you've got codes like L99 and /ghost that have a clear, measurable impact. In the middle, you have things like God mode that have a partial effect. They're more like signals for a certain tone. And then all the way on the right, in the pure placebo column, are the ones that really don't do anything at all. Let's look at a concrete example. L99 is what I call a depth code. Without it, Claude gives you a pretty typical non-committal overview. But if you just add L99 to the beginning of your prompt, it forces Claude to take a stand, give a deep opinionated answer, and actually back it up. It stops hedging its bets. Or take Ghost. This one is all about style. It strips away all that conversational fluff. You know, the "here are some options for you" and the "I hope this helps" that makes AI writing feel so robotic. You just get the core output. It is incredibly useful for creative work. But look, these simple modifiers are just the beginning. The leak confirmed something way more important. The real power isn't in finding secret words. It's in structured instruction. This is where we go from simple tricks to some real engineering. Honestly, the single biggest upgrade you can make to your prompts is using XML tags. The leak confirmed that Claude was specifically built to understand these. It creates these super clear boundaries, telling the model exactly what is context, what is the task, and what is an example of what you want. And here's the basic recipe. You don't need every single tag every time, but by structuring your prompts this way, you move from just hoping for a good response to actually engineering one. This is how you get reliable, consistent, high-quality results time after time. Okay, but it gets even better. Beyond just structuring your prompts, the leak confirmed a feature that is probably the closest thing we have to a real God mode, and it's something called persistent memory. So here's how it works. Claude Code is hardwired to look for a file called claude.md in your project. This file is basically a permanent brain for your project. It stores your team's conventions, your tech stack, rules, all the stuff you get tired of explaining over and over. It is a genuine game changer. So as we start to bring this all together, the journey we've taken is from seeking out these magic words to understanding that this is really about mastering your craft. It's about moving from cheat codes to discipline. This quote from a Reddit user in one of our sources just absolutely nails it. A great prompt doesn't add any new intelligence to the model. The intelligence is already there. What a great prompt does is add constraints. It adds focus. It tells the model's vast intelligence